Hello everybody, this is Gamer Gar. Welcome back to another video of Coral Island. For this video I have some amazing tips and exploits that you can use right now to make tons of money in this game. So let's jump into the video and let's have some fun. The first tip I have for you today is how to get hardwood very early in the game. As we can see, I have a silver axe here, but it's not strong enough to actually break open that log. You need a gold axe to do it, but you can also use any level of explosive. What you see right here is an explosive level 1 that you can actually get very early in the game. And that blows up the log, no problem getting me 6 lovely hardwood. Hardwood is needed for some advanced recipes in the game. The next tip we're going to talk about today is the big boulder at the northeast side of the map. Now this huge boulder can actually be destroyed. And I'm just going to show you where it is here on the map. So it's around the northeast section here. Now if you go up to the boulder you can actually interact with it. And if you try to strike it from various angles, your pickaxe won't actually work, but you can actually destroy this by striking it at a specific angle, and it's right here in the corner. So as we can see, if you go over to the right hand corner here, and if you do it just right, you'll hear a sound there just like that, and you can strike it enough times, the boulder will break. Now my advice to you is that when this boulder breaks, it will drop a lot of really nice resources that you can actually collect. So I'm just going to destroy the boulder right now just to show you what it actually drops, and I'll also show you the area that you can access beyond this boulder. So as you can see, double ore 1, which is a mining perk, just activated. I got 20 gold ore. If that perk didn't activate, I just would have gotten 10 gold ore. So my advice to you is that if you destroy this boulder and that perk doesn't activate, just reload your game and try it again, because gold ore is extremely expensive in this game, especially if you want to upgrade all your tools to gold tools. This tip will save you tons of money. When we get up to the end of this region, it's an incomplete zone, but the view is pretty nice. Hopefully the developers will add something onto it soon. The next tip I have for you today is just to show you an NPC here. He's called Concerned Monkey. Now the Concerned Monkey will sell you an assortment of really nice items, but just a word of warning, the panda outfit, which costs a whopping 6,000 gold, doesn't actually work at the moment. So if you're thinking of buying this really cool outfit, just beware that it doesn't actually work, and if you try to equip it, it won't actually go onto your character. Now hopefully the devs will implement a patch soon where you can equip this super cool outfit, but for the moment it's a waste of money to purchase it. So if you're thinking of using 6,000 gold to get it, don't. Next up, another tip I have for you here is this NPC here. He's called Ben, and he opens up the weekends and he sells a stamina fruit for 45,000 gold. Now there's multiple ways you can get stamina fruits, this is just one. Stamina fruit doesn't have any sort of function at the moment, but you can also buy an ordinary Scarecrow. And the reason why you should purchase this as quickly as possible is that it offers a much wider range than that of the first Scarecrow you can make, and it's also very cheap. So I'm just going to show you here the range that you can get with the ordinary Scarecrow. Not only will this save you on tiles, which means you can plant more crops, but it'll also save you on the resources, because you'll only have to craft very few Scarecrows to actually fill out your farm. So if you have a couple of hundred gold lying around, visit Ben on the weekends and purchase yourself a lovely Scarecrow. The next tip I have for you today is just to show you a bundle glitch. Now this will more than likely be patched very soon, so if you're struggling with bundles, abuse this as quickly as possible. You can basically add a copy of an item to a bundle that you've already submitted. So as we can see here, for the winter bundle, I have 2 Brussels sprouts and 2 kales, meaning I just need one more item to complete that bundle. This applies for every bundle in the game at the moment, so abuse this glitch while you can if you want to complete the bundles much faster than normal. The next tip I have for you today is just to show you a rare scene here. As you can see, I got a message saying a large impact has happened, and this is basically a meteor that comes down from the sky and hits your farm. Now there are different types of meteors in the game. You can get bronze meteors, silver meteors, gold, and even osmium meteors. What you have here is a silver meteor. Now if you're not happy with the ores that you get from this meteor, you can always reset the day, and you could just go back and try to mine it again to see if double perk will activate so you can get more ores. So I just got 20 silver ores there from that meteor. The next tip to show you here is a very small tip. It's just to show you that you can actually jump over walls. So if you get close to a wall, just push on your spacebar and your character will simply jump over. This means you don't actually need to put gates down on the farm. Now you can still use the gates, of course, if you want to have a nice decorative farm. The next tip I'm going to talk about is the diving minigame. When you get really far in the minigame, you'll notice NPCs that are just stuck. They don't actually have a function at the moment. My advice to you is to try to complete as much of the diving minigame as possible, as most of these NPCs will be given code later on and they will ask you for items so you can enter those areas. The next tip I have for you is the use of certain processing machines. As we can see here, I just put a tapper on a tree. That doesn't actually work at the moment. We also have a loom that you can learn through professions. It weaves wool into cloth. That has no function yet because you can't get wool. And the last is the oil maker, where you can put truffles into it and it will make oil. There's no current way you can get truffles in the game at the moment. So just words to the wise, don't waste resources on these processing machines as they currently do not work because you can't get resources for them. The next tip I'm going to share with you today is the glory of a friendship with animals. Now, an animal with maxed out friendship has a much higher chance to give you a top quality product. But did you know that if your animals reach maxed out friendship, that friendship will never deplete, even if your animals are starved? Now, obviously, if the animals are starved, you won't be able to harvest milk from them, or the chickens won't lay eggs, but it's worth noting that they'll never lose a friendship. Next up, let's talk about the blacksmith. So not only can the blacksmith upgrade your tools, but while he's upgrading your tool, you can also use his other functions such as popping open coffers and geodes. The reason why you want to do this as frequently as possible is that the more artifacts that you bring into the museum, the more points you get towards your town rank. And the higher rank you attain with your town, the more goodies you can purchase from Sam and more features open up around Coral Island. So if you have coffers lying around, if you have geodes lying around, pop them open as quickly as you can. If you have any spare artifacts or spare geo gems that you don't need to put into the museum, you can sell those and make really nice profits from some of the items. As you can see here now, I've just donated some items to the museum, and the more items of course that you donate, the better town rank you're going to get. Next up, let's go into settings here. I'm going to show you the game time speed can be reduced from 100% all the way down to 50%. This is especially helpful if we combine this with the next I'm going to show you, which is the art of shark fishing. So in summer, on a sunny day from 9 o'clock up to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, if you fish here by the tavern, you can pull up the great white shark. Now, it is a tough catch, but if you catch it a few times, you will get used to the rhythm that you need to actually pull this up, and it gets quite easy. Now, you do need a bit of patience, but it's definitely worth it because one great white shark will net you over 800 gold. And if you have the double fish perk, there's a chance you can pull up 2 great white sharks at once. So if you combine this method with a 50% speed duration of a day, you can make yourself an absolute ton of money. Now, there is rumours that the devs are going to patch this out very soon, so the great white shark will be a much more rare catch. So while they haven't patched it, my advice to you is to go down here to the beach on a Sunday and accumulate as much money as possible. As you can see, I'm getting an absolute ton of great white sharks today. Sometimes I even get a double catch, which is even way better. I'm going to sell all these fish now in a second, just to show you what kind of profits I made on a single day of fishing. This is why fishing is a really good moneymaker in this game, because of the fact that you can pull up this type of fish. I made 13,774 gold today from great white sharks. The regular gives me 845 gold, and the bronze gives me 972 gold, which is absolutely amazing. So the next tip I have for you today is decoration mode. So when you go into your house, you'll notice an option in the bottom right hand side. It'll say decor mode. You press P. In decor mode, you can actually move items around your house, but you can actually purchase a lot of decoration items from a shop in Coral Island. And as what I done just here was I used all the money I got from selling the sharks and I purchased a load of indoor decorations. Using decor mode, I can place these decorations all over the house. The reason why I'm incorporating this in this video is because I think this is absolutely an amazing feature, and you could have a real nice house utilizing this feature. The shop that you purchase decorations from has a huge assortment of decorative items that you can actually buy. It has hundreds of different types of decorations that you can put inside your house. Now, this is the biggest your house can get. As we can see, it has the kitchen extension, and you can't make it any bigger at the moment, but I'm sure come future patches, devs will allow you to make your house much bigger, meaning you can actually put a lot more decorations in it. So as you can see there, I just put down a nice floor. I can put in wallpaper, and there's also another huge assortment of decorations that I've also put into the house there. Eventually you're going to get a mysterious letter in the post that would advise you to go to the lighthouse on Mondays, Tuesdays or Thursdays at sundown. Discreet business only. So if you do this, if you go there after 8 o'clock, this boat will pull up with a vendor inside, And the vendor has a huge rotating stock of goods. Today we have gold earrings. We also have a pterodactyl leg, which is a fossil. At the moment, I don't think there's any other way you can get fossils in this game, and the vendor also sells a stamina fruit, which doesn't have any function at the moment, but it's good to know that you can get a stamina fruit off this vendor. And one of the last tips I'm going to show you today is the lovely calendar. Now, the calendar will show you when the birthdays happen. It will also tell you when events happen, but more importantly, you can only gift an NPC twice in 1 week. That means if an NPC has a birthday, you need to make sure that you don't use up the second gift before the birthday. Otherwise, you won't be able to give them a birthday gift. Hence, you won't be able to get that lovely bonus friendship point. And the last tip we have today is the art of subscribing to the channel. So if you are in the 92% category of people that are not subscribed that watch my content, please hit that subscribe button because it will help my channel grow. It means the algorithm will push my content to more people around the world so they can also enjoy Coral Island and Stardew Valley content. So I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you enjoyed it. As per usual, the next video will be uploaded in the next couple of days, so stay tuned for that. And as always, I hope you have a great week. I'll see you in the next video.